Nice little chat with you, Matt.
Nice little chat with Hoot and Matt and Seth. And you know what? I had a lot of complaints. We're filming for the first time in a long time. We're gonna have some. JP said we had to film so that you can clip it up if something funny happens. But now there's pressure because now, every time you don't film, you're like, we should have filmed. And then you do film and nothing happens. But anyway, we're filming. If you wanted to see us, here we are. You want to take a good look. You want to know what my day was like. Heat.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. You got your new iPhone 13.
My brand new iPhone 13. It is new to me. Okay, you laughed. I said real. I didn't mean it ironically. I got a brand new iPhone 13. Because my old one dropped out of my pocket on my scooter, and this is the new one. So
you had a hole in that pocket, and you went on a date with that
No,
pocket.
it was a shallow pocket. It was a Puma pocket. I had a Puma tracksuit my friend gave me, and are you going to leave already?
No.
Oh, you're setting the camera down. Okay.
I got it.
You have a habit of leaving early
Bye. See
to
ya.
go do things. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, so this is a new phone. We're filming. We have Seth, and he's good looking, and he'll hopefully gets a boner, starts strip. And if it gets boring, I told him to start taking his clothes off real slowly. Like,
Hoot, how do you feel about that? Matt told me that on the way back from the pool, and he's like,
It's not allowed. I'll cut it.
okay.
Well, he has like 50,000+ views, and it's like, why don't we have those views? So he's here.
Those are
now you people that like his little dumb shorts, come and watch real, intellectual, high-quality entertainment.
Did you hear what he just said?
I know.
No.
I know. I'm moving out.
No,
gotta go.
they're not dumb, but I haven't even seen them. But you just showed me a day. You're like, look, playa, I got 52,000 views. I'm like, why don't we transfer over?
Well, that's from the stupid shorts, and I was telling you, I was like, hey, this is why you grabbed your iPhone 13, bro.
My brand new iPhone, yeah.
And now they get to
shoot
see
bullshit, yeah.
That's right. Now they get to see the studio.
Yeah.
Is this a studio?
It's just my apartment. We live like children. This is our apartment, actually, and you painted that for the podcast. It's in
That's right.
view.
Now it's in it now.
And yeah,
it's this is Matt's birthday podcast.
My birthday's coming up. I kind of am dreading it because it's 42, and it just doesn't mean anything. I don't want anyone, because then people don't even know you on Facebook. They're like, happy birthday. Like, you don't give a shit. It's like Facebook told you. And then you got to say thanks for the birthday wishes. And it's all fine and good, but like, it doesn't mean anything. I don't want any like gifts. I just want to get laid. I just want to get laid out of pity. Just some girl like, it's your birthday. And then, well, we should go out and have a drink. Let's do a shot.
Is that your birthday wish? To get
yeah.
That's your everyday
I
wish.
said it out loud. Now it's
not coming true. Sorry, player.
I'm just going to jerk off and,
So what do you have plans for your 42nd?
I'll be working, and it'll be Friday, the day after Halloween. So I'll be at work.
Are you going to dress up for work?
I always wanted to go as Michael Phelps, but just being walking around in a Speedo. So no, I can't think of any costume that works. Yeah.
Who do you dress up?
I don't normally unless I have an important party.
Ooh, important party.
Do you have any important parties?
No.
Okay.
Something we don't know.
Yeah, when you have a rap party, you go buy a whole new outfit, like $90 of stuff, and it's all sparkly. Like, damn, and you're like, yeah, this is it. This is the outfit.
Yeah, usually they get worn once too.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Like when those guys in the hood that you buy a shirt and you just wear it once, you throw it away.
But it's like, like he's saying, $90 for the whole outfit.
Well,
it's not like, it's not like I'm spending thousands.
Yeah.
Some people have problems.
I'm not buying any more clothes. I changed my shirts because I never wear this shirt. I got it at Goodwill. It's a shirt from China when Obama became president. They were celebrating his visit, and they made this shirt.
What does it say?
It's I don't know. It's
he doesn't even know. It says I'm a stupid American.
Mao, and it was supposed to be a compliment to compare Obama to Chairman Mao. That was supposed to be a compliment, but if you're familiar with history, that's a real smear on Mao. No, I'm kidding. That was telegraphed. No, it was. I don't know if you'd want to be honored by Chairman Mao, but anyway, they thought it was an honor. So they made these shirts that were called Obama, and they sold them, I guess. And then I found it and I thought it was kind of cool. But then I don't want to wear it in public because people are like, are you making fun of Obama? It's like, no, I just thought it was a cool shirt. I voted for Obama.
No, there's a lot of Republicans who are like, I love your shirt.
Yeah.
People say I look like Obama. That's what Jared said. He said I look like Obama.
You don't.
Because I got ears and I'm like, what?
How is that even possible?
Actually, listen. This message goes out to the brothers.
There's literally zero.
See, that sounds like Obama.
There's zero about your face. There's zero about your face that reminds me of Obama.
Let me say something to the brothers.
Nothing.
It's always weird when politicians code switch like that. It always throws you. Like even when they're good at, like Obama, like Kamala in Detroit versus Pennsylvania, like it sounds like two different people. Hillary, when she goes to the South, she's like, and y'all know my part. It's like, who the fuck is this person? It's so. It's so blatant when they change their voice. It's like, I know how you talk.
Right. It's like white people when they get around black people.
It's weird.
You know?
No, it's called
I
code
purposely
switching.
get whiter when I'm around my black friends. I'm like, hello, how are you? I go the other way just to show I don't give a shit.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yeah. Hello, Justice. Come on in. You want a soda and lime? No, I tried to talk normal to everybody. Just be yourself.
Well,
be the same to women, to men, no matter the race, whatever. Trans
No, I mean,
people.
code switching, though,
It's
I've,
weird.
I've
Be
thought
the
about this
same.
before,
Just
and
be
people
yourself.
are like, oh, it's a bad thing, but it's like, actually, it's an evolutionary trait, so...
Well,
I don't think that
it's
there's any reason...
embarrassing.
I mean, maybe if you're trying to do it for the wrong reasons, but we all
I don't
evolved
think
to
they know they're
survive.
doing
We
it.
all evolved to survive. You
I know
what
a
mean?
guy that does it blatantly, that it's so obvious that he doesn't even know he's doing it. But it's so, like, me and Justice laugh about it, like, when we see this guy, because it's like...
It's a white guy.
Yeah, and when I talk to him, it's like this, and then when Justice is up, it's like, shit, what's up, plan? It's so like, and he doesn't know he's doing it. I think he's just trying, but then it's like, chilling, working, chilling. And I'm like, why are you talking like that? Just be yourself. Like, why are you?
You should call him out on it. See what he does.
It's just so awkward because
It
it's
is
like,
awkward.
well, again, like, I don't think he knows he's doing it. And
What if you say, hey, player, you know what you're doing? You're kind of you're getting weird, okay?
but I don't think he's not aware of it. Again, like, he's just trying to survive. He's trying to be complimentary. He's trying to be accommodating, but it's like, it's almost weird. It's just be yourself. I don't know.
See, I feel more
Just
comfortable.
act like you've been there before. Like, don't try to ingratiate yourself to anybody because it's obvious. And if you, I don't know. Like, I think I've probably done it unconsciously, but then you just like, now I'm just super aware of, like, just be yourself the same way everywhere, and then you don't like Mark Twain said, if you never lie, you'll never have to remember what you said.
That's what I go by.
Yeah.
You're right.
Look
And
at
then you're just this
Deep.
blank, empty husk of a thing floating around with no future or past, just because you don't have to remember what you said. So you're just saying,
Yeah, and it's
stream
awesome.
of consciousness, but it's honest.
There was
but
an
you're
old
just
Teamster that I told that to once, and he's like, yeah, and I can't remember, so...
Right.
It's also like, not only when you get older, you can't remember the lies. Not only do you not want to have to remember.
I remember shit just based
That's
on
true.
smells. Like, a smell will come, and I'll remember, like, a weird day at preschool or something.
Yeah.
Not like, weird. Just some random memory of, like, right. Yeah. And
Well, you picture the classroom. It has a
Yeah,
visual
there's
from
like-
just a smell, and you put
Yeah.
yourself back there.
It's so weird, and it's so instant, and it's gone. It's just like, or like, I'll be walking around, and I smell something that'll, like, remind me of fucking college and shit, and have my whole life ahead of me. I was working with this kid. He's hilarious. He said, like, the funniest thing. He's like a chef. He's like, yeah, my car is fucking up. I've never owned a car that the check engine light wasn't on all the time, and I've never owned a car that was made after I was born. And I was like, God damn. But then he was born in 2001. So in 2000, he was born in 2003. So I'm like, oh, so you could have like a 2002 car. That's not that bad. But I guess it's still a 20-year-old car. And he was like, yeah, I got this Toyota. It's 20 years old. It's a piece of shit. I'm like, I have a Toyota that's almost 20 years old, and it's fine. But it's only got 80,000 miles. My parents.
It's got wood grain.
And dude, it's fucked up now because I don't have a garage put in. So instantly it just looks years older.
You only have 80,000?
85. Yeah,
Bro, I have 80. I have a 2022.
Yeah, I just.
Who
never
be
drove it.
driving?
I'd be driving.
Well, I'm trying to break out the scooter, but it wouldn't start. And then it just started randomly, so I might give it a test tonight. But I had to wake up early because of the upstairs neighbors stomping around,
We
like,
should-
like with gravity boots on. Like you said, they wake up and just bounce a basketball. That's what it sounds like. The ceilings are so thin. These girls are like in their 20s, and they must weigh 120 pounds each at most. And it sounds like a stampede of fucking elephants just every morning. I mean, it wakes up the cat, it wakes you up. It sounds like it's like a Jurassic Park thing. The water starts shaking. You're like, what the fuck is? And it's just two co-eds getting ready for school. But they wake up or get ready at 7:30. So then I'm up, and then
And Matt gets
the
super
sun
pissed.
is in my eyes because I have to keep the shades open. Otherwise, the cat will scratch and stick its head through. So I got to keep the shades open. So now I'm up. Now I got to have a coffee and a cigarette. Now I got to smoke weed to fall back asleep, and I got to put on a fucking blindfold like I'm 89 years old.
Matt's the only person that has to wake up in the morning to
Exactly.
smoke a cigarette and go back to sleep.
Yeah, he's
And
like,
smoke
hold
weed,
up.
and then I wake up. Yeah, and then I sleep till like 1 p.m. But today I said, you know what? It's like 10. I was in that half awake, half asleep, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just restless. So I did laundry.
There you go.
I smoked a cigarette, made some coffee.
Ooh.
I fucking did the litter box, cleaned out the litter, and then I went to wash my hands, and then
That's
I went to touch my face, lick my finger. No, then I went to Sprouts and got some shit. Came back here, jumped in the pool real quick. There were no hot chicks, so why stay? And then I'm just glad there's this guy that goes down there with a big metal bowl of fruit or vegetables, this huge bowl, and he's like, "What's up, guys?" And he sits cross-legged, just like an asshole. He sits cross-legged with a huge bowl, and he's just like, clankety clank clank, eating food. He doesn't go in the pool, he doesn't read a book, and then he's getting near the bottom of the bowl, and the spoon clanking is just ruining this peaceful infinity pool. Clankety clank clank. Clank, clank, clank,
Matt's
clank,
over there.
clank, 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 and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Matt's over there hating on this guy.
And he's so nice. He's like, hey,
And he's just eating a kale salad. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit
Yeah,
by
but
the
you know what?
pool."
Those are the other regulars at your pool. It's you and him,
Yeah.
buddy.
no, and he was nice. Like he's nice. What's up, guys? I'm like,
And then Matt's,
hey, man.
on the way home, Matt's like, that fucker did it. I'm just like, bro, he was enjoying a kale
It
salad.
was not a kale salad. It was a big bowl of broccoli, I think, and it was giant.
Hey.
Like he's training for something. Who eats that much broccoli? Who eats that much anything? It was absurdly big. It was comic, and he ate the whole thing. But then he tries to get before that it was cantaloupe and cream, and he's trying to get the cream at the bottom of the bowl, and it's just clankety clank clank, and he's just banging, drumming on this bowl, and it's just ruined. Like it's just a peaceful day. I'm trying to listen to a, racist podcast, and then fucking, I gotta listen to this
guy.
shit. Whatever.
Guy's
And
on Joe
Oh, yeah.
Rogan.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
This cracker shows up.
Yeah, and then but
Jesus.
then sometimes there's a sweet, perfect angel that is there that is the best, and we see her and we both agree. You have high standards for women. You have this unattainable bar, but even you were like, she's great, and she's classy and understated and very pretty, and she shows up and
we don't even know her name.
no, and then she just wanders off.
Aren't you calling her Rosemary?
And you waved her.
No.
No, that's a different one. You waved her then, right? You gave her
Yeah.
a wave, and she has a boyfriend.
She
lives
smiled.
with. Yeah, you did a wave drive by, right?
That's okay. Wait,
No.
it's not. What are you doing? I'm not.
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Exactly.
I want to fuck. Yeah,
I'm just saying
Yes.
hi.
yeah,
So Matt, your birthday's coming up.
yeah.
You have to work.
I'm never gonna have sex again.
Oh, is that?
It might not happen. Every time could be the last time for me. That could be it.
Do you
Like
think-
this time might have been it.
Do you think that you're
It was a
gonna
while
get
ago
laid and you're gonna be like, oh man, that solved so many problems? You're gonna get laid. So what's gonna happen? You're gonna get laid. You're gonna be like, oh man, that was great. And then you're gonna be like, right back
I'm
to
gonna go
this.
jerk up. Yeah.
And you're gonna go like, man, I can't wait till I get laid again. And then it's just like that revolving door of
I've just never had
trying
a
to
girl
get
that
laid.
like. I've always just like settled, which sucks to say, but like I haven't had any girl I'm really psyched about. And if I had, they're crazy and gone within like a week, or it's just a fling, And I just don't know. I don't care anymore. I most of my energy is just focused on this stuff and trying to think of new jokes, which I haven't thought of anything in months, and then just getting furiously unhinged in traffic, just fucking like
Very
like
easy to
falling
do.
down. Like I remember Jimmy Houston would always talk about how Falling Down was his favorite movies. Michael Douglas, just a mad guy. He's just angry with the thick rimmed jet glasses like Jimmy and the tie and the flat top, and he just has a bat for some reason, and he's just angry. And he just goes to McDonald's. He's like, so what? It's 11:01. I want a sausage sandwich.
We're all
they're
familiar.
like, and it's always like an Asian guy's like, sorry, sir, it's 11:01. He's like, I see the sausage sandwich. Give me, and he's a dick. He's just a dick for no reason to. These just guys are trying to do their job.
Well, he
He's having
stole
bad
a
day.
machine gun from some gangsters previously.
No, oh yeah, and
pretty
he's
baller.
like, you guys trying to get loco, all that shit. Yeah, anyway, but it's a great movie. But I am like that in traffic. I had 2 incidences in 1 week.
Hold on, can we? Should we set this up because
Oh, Matt's traffic minute.
traffic minute because he goes off when I get home and he's like today,
All I talk about.
and I'm like, all right, player, you need 1 minute to just go off.
Okay, I might need
So-
5. We'll call it the
It's
minute.
Matt's traffic minute.
Angry. No, it's like Matt's traffic minute. Anyway, that's what it's like. So okay. So incident 1.
Here you go,
Incident
Hoot. You
number
ready?
1. I blocked it out because I'm angry. I'm driving home from work. I'm tired. I'm on South Lamar by. I told you this already, but I'll say it again. I don't care. I've told everyone this. I buy the draft house, and the light's about to turn green, and these people, these kind of yuppie people, start crying. They're drunk. They're like, "Isn't life perfect?"
Let's specify. Draft house off a Treadwell light, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Thank you. Your autism finally kicked. I knew you'd know. No, you live. Yeah, Treadwell. Yes, Treadwell in South Lamar. If you want to go back and recreate this event, and first of all, I want to preface this by saying both these events were not racially motivated. These were two straight white men that I was yelling at.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
So now you know I was right, and I was not afraid to be really angry. I didn't held anything back because it's just like that's the great thing about a straight white guy. You can just yell at them, and there's no fear of any repercussion. They've got nothing to pull. So anyway, I'm pulled up at the light, Treadwell in South Lamar, by the Alamo Draft House. I'm tired. It's 12:30, 1 o'clock at night. I'm coming home. I haven't drank. I just want to get home. These people start crossing the street. They're holding hands, laughing. They're talking. Isn't life great? We have fake jobs, blah, blah, blah. You know, what? And so then the light turns green, and I'm waiting. And they're kind of taking their time, stopping, talking. And one lady is like, you know, we should kind of hustle. Like this guy, oh, we're crossing. We should. And the guy in the back's like, fuck him. Like he's just waltzing. So I started inching forward. Like you're in danger. Like you move it or lose it. You should just do the scoot along. Like, oops, sorry. He's like, really? You're gonna start going? And I'm like, it's green, asshole. And he's like, why are you driving? I'm like, it's green light. And I'm screaming, it's a green light, you stupid fuck. And I got the green. And so I just start going. And he finally gets out of the way and he just flips me off. Fuck you. And I'm like, I had the green light. You're wrong. You can't be mad. I didn't hit the gas, which I could have, but I just started inching forward. Like, you're in traffic. Like, I waited 3 seconds at a green light. I'm like, can you just start walking faster? Just give you a little. That's what I do. I'm polite. I give a little skip. Like, oops, sorry. Even if I fake it, you give a little instinct that, oops, sorry, I'm wrong.
Acknowledgement.
Yes. And he's flipping me off. Do I want to stop the car and just grab him by the collar and
Matt, what would you really have done though? If he's like,
I would have fuck you, and he would have slapped me.
You, man. And she would have got back in his car.
He would have slapped me, and I would have just me.
No, you could win a fight. You could win a fight, but you wouldn't.
I
hit him
was
first.
so mad, but I'm like, I don't want him to ruin the night. He's living for rent free in my head now. So I said, be gone with that. Go home.
yeah, get out of here.
Mm-hmm. So
Just
I
like
just
that.
said, I washed my hands of thee, Satan. Now I went home. I had a great night. Saw my little kitty. Had a little glass of warm cum and went to bed. Anyway, incident.
Where do you get that from? Is that your own or in-house?
Yeah, no, Seth's cum. He leaves it out for me and warm it up before I go to bed every day. No, he hasn't come.
It's still
it'd
there.
have to be mine. You haven't come in like your cum will come out like dust now. Like when you turn on an area, like a heater for the winter, it's like it's gonna be some backup. Makes weird sounds.
Okay, well, you did one incident, and there's two.
Incident 2.
That's trash.
Okay, incident. I know it's been more than a minute. Incident 2. Now I'm trying to remember it. Incident 2. Easy Tiger. It's Sunday morning. I'm trying to go pick up some weed from a guy. The bank is connected to Easy Tiger. Boom. I get the money. No problem. It's Sunday morning. Lots of traffic. Everybody getting their baked goods and day drink, whatever, Austin. And it's like hipster families that have like kids like named Caden and Zayden and Starlink,
Nice.
fake, Z names, whatever. And nobody has a gender. Anyway, like everybody has long hair and a V-neck.
Nice.
And it's fine. And so I'm turned around, and people are pulling in, pulling out. There's people walking, getting their little baked goods. I get it. It's like 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm just moseying through, and then I see a Tesla backing up. I'm like, it's backing into space. It's going. It's just slow as hell, just backing up. Okay. Then the Tesla stops, and its just nose is sticking out into the lane, and it's done. It's parked, and the guy with his dumb kids is like bragging to everyone, like, look, I did that. I'm trying to yell at this car to keep backing up. There's not even a driver in it. I can't even have anyone. He's far away. I'm screaming. I'm yelling at an empty car. I can't do anything. I'm powerless. So the Tesla's done. It's parked. It's just sticking out. Here's all the other cars. Its nose just sticking out into traffic. And then there's guys this way. So now I got to go around. Now I look like an asshole. They're like, now you're in my lane because just get in your car and park it. You can't even park your own fucking car. And it's like, he was like, isn't this cool? The future sucks. This isn't a well-parked car. You can do it better yourself. Get in your car, you selfish, lazy ass. Ugh. Yeah. And it's just that arrogant, like, we talk about this. Traffic is humanity. It's like, this is who I am. It's about me. Fuck you. I do what I want. Yep. Even if I don't mean to, I fucked up. I'm going to try to right it. If I said this, if there's half a space in front, I'm going to cut in so I can go first. It's just, the fucking scuzzy real underbelly of who we are is traffic. That is the truth. That is primal human instinct on display. It's because there's no communication. It's just I'm doing what I want to do. You feel like you really want to say something. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just I didn't know that you were much of a
Anyway.
rager, a
He
traffic
is.
rager.
He is.
That's Traffic Minute.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Pfizer. Pfizer. Get another shot. Why not?
Wah, wah, wah. Sorry.
Pfizer. We're like billionaires and cut. All right. Like, I got like a Tesla. Watch, guys. I can back it up. Watch this. Like I'm gonna back
It's
it
like
up.
you're watching a remote control car on a grander scale when you have like kids being like playing with the remote control cars in the middle of like a cul-de-sac or parking lot. It's like that's become now.
Dude, even more so, my friend Joey, this guy got hit by a Waymo Jaguar fucking camera car with no one in it. He was merging this car, and he's
Bro,
like got a
that's
lawyer.
crazy.
Dude, he's suing the company. They gotta pay settle because you cannot be like, look, this car hit.
I think Austin is one of the only places where we see a lot of autonomous
I
vehicles.
see the Waymo, Wago, whatever it's called. Fucking going through every day. Nobody's in it. A Jaguar SUV up and down with cameras, white, just going slow as
and there's
hell.
no one in it.
No,
No
they
way.
do
And
a lot here.
Dude, I want to jump in front of it. I want to pull in front of it on my scooter.
They had a
I
whole
want it to
fleet.
hit me.
I've seen.
I
like,
wanna get
whole
hit by this thing and sue
garages.
it.
They have garages full that they're just testing them.
But they got banned downtown because remember I got stuck behind one.
If I was
Dude,
homeless, I'd just be like, mine now.
They created this bad traffic jam one day. Like
yeah,
20
they
of
were
them.
all
20
lined
of
up
them
on
like
that street.
all
Remember
fucked
that?
themselves up.
They all lined up, and this one's just they're like, we can't.
The cars just gave up.
And
yeah.
there's no accountability. It's just like today with you at the store with the nicotine gum. I mean, there's no person there. There's no machine. There's a machine. Same thing. Tell them what happened.
So I was headed to CVS and I was walked around the entire CVS looking for someone to check me out because the nicotine gum is behind the register.
And there's no one in there, right?
There's
you go
no
in,
one
it's
there.
like tumbleweeds. Like,
Yeah.
hello.
And I even went to the pharmacist. I was like, hey, is someone up the front? The gate's down. They're like, there should be someone up there. And I was like, all right, player. And I kept going.
There's like no one in there ever.
And so I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, this
You could just walk
whoever's
out with
I
anything.
could grab Snickers.
Yeah.
I could grab anything I wanted, but I didn't. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go behind the register because I can't find this girl. She might
Because
be
the nicotine gum's all you wanted, and it's behind the register.
right.
And
She
you
might
want to
be-
pay for the self-checkout.
right, and she could be vaping, pooping, arguing with her boyfriend.
Locked in the back, being...
Yeah, whatever. And I was like,
well, you know, I didn't I didn't say it. What did I say?
and I said, funk it.
Yeah.
Let me go behind the register. I was headed to the self-checkout. She comes out, sir, you cannot walk behind there. And just like pulls the nicotine gum out of my hand. I was like, I was going to check out because I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, there's cameras everywhere. I'm not going to leave with
Right.
it. I just want to pay.
Yeah. And then she comes up. She's like, you're not supposed to do this. I said, what were you doing?
Yeah.
I was over
wouldn't
here
need
looking
to
for
do
you.
this.
I was like, I was standing around. Like, I was going to pay for it. She's like, you cannot do it. I was like,
But
where
weren't
were you?
here
I was like,
to
this
do
is
your job. I
customer
wouldn't have to-
service.
Yeah, if you were
this
here, I
is why
wouldn't
you
have
have
to
a
do
job
this.
to serve me.
She only shows up once. It's like if you were here the whole time, you could have just handed it to me. But what am I supposed to do? Just not. I still want to pay for it. I still want to give you business.
Yeah.
And she snatched it in your hand.
Yeah, she was a turd.
And then what happened? What did you say?
And then she just rang me up. She's, do you want a receipt? I was like, no.
Like a little kid.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
I was
Austin,
like,
Texas.
get out of here.
Okay,
In
but
some places, they would have literally never let you buy those.
But see, I bet she told her everyone she worked with, and then he cornered me.
Yeah.
And I started hyperventilating, and my instinct kicked in, and I slashed his face. And then he grabbed the gum and said, "Give it to me, you." Then he reached. Then he tried to rip my shirt off, and I said, "Not today." So then I kicked him, and I tased him. And then it's like we have it on Gladys. It's all on camera. He politely handed it back to you. And,
Yeah.
I mean, we have this on video. I don't know why you're recounting it this way. Oh, I'm writing a fantasy fiction for my.
Well, that's what it felt like.
for my postmenopausal women's self-published writers group.
But it's like we were talking about earlier. Like, it just feels like everyone is getting slower, dumber.
Right. And
More
not paying
retarded.
attention.
Yeah.
And another thing, yeah, everybody's on their phone or not around. There's I feel like I said it before. You could have robbed CBS. It wouldn't make a difference if you walked in with a CBS bag and quickly put things in, and then walked out with the receipt hanging out, and was just like, and dude, when I robbed the Bevmo on my wild day getting kicked out of rehab, I was so crazy and desperate, but I was smart, and I was like, catch me if you can, and I found the 2 Bevmo bags in the parking lot. They just opened. Some dumb kids hung over probably. They're all alcoholic that work there anyway. So anyway. I go in with the 2 bags. I put 2 huge gallons of Jim Beam in each bag, hang a receipt out, and I look like me. And I make my hair nice. I button my shirt, and I walk out with confidence. And I just nod the guy like I already paid, like he wasn't there. There's no one at the register, so I walk out and I said thanks again. And then that's how much I leaned into it. I was like, I'm gonna fucking believe the lie. And then they're like, oh well, he wouldn't just be brazen. We're not gonna like question him. He's a customer, Walked out with it. So you just have to have total confidence. Con man, believe it. And but you don't even have to do that. You can just be casual
Dude,
and not act and not run. Just like when they kill the guy in The Godfather, walk briskly but don't run. Don't make eye contact but don't look away. Just be like, oh, he's just a guy. You're forgettable. But I kind of remember his face. I don't know. It's just a guy. Yeah. But see, you got tattoos and stuff.
Just to make sure everybody knows that I don't support stealing.
Thanks, who?
No,
I don't either.
No, that's why he didn't. I'm saying he
That's
could, and that's the problem. That's why everybody's going bankrupt. All these stores are closing because you can steal so easily. And what, like you said,
But dude,
who's going to run after you? The 19-year-old dude at Nordstrom's Rack. I saw a homeless guy walk in and just walk out with a ton of shit. Yeah, and they were just like, and the security things were like, beep, 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 and he had all the tags on him, so all that liquid shit's going to go out. He's not going to be able to use any of this shit. He's just dumb, and he just walked out with like hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise. And it's like, what is the 2 non-binary kids wearing masks 2 years after COVID? What are they going to do? Tackle them? They're not going to, they're making $15 an hour, what, plus minor commission? What do you think they're going to do? So they just watched him go. They just fucking masked on.
I doubt they even make 15 there.
They just watched him go.
That's like a real low.
And he just walked away, and then the alarms went off, and they're like, so anyway, Marcus said, I was just folding up. I'm like nothing happened. What can you do? It was surreal. I was like, that guy just, is there? But then at the Target by my house, dude, there's this fucking militarized looking guy. They have everything but a gun, but they got like the stun gun, the taser, the pepper spray, that vest with all the little pockets. Yeah. And just a big guy that's like husky, but not like strong, but not like kind of schlubby, like goes to the gym, but power lifting, fat looking guy, not like ripped like you, but like
still like
just, and they're just standing there like they're like protecting democracy.
That's right.
Just at the front of a Target for 8 hours and
doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, and so they don't fuck around because there's like homeless people right there. And yeah, dude, I came home last night and there's this homeless guy that lives like literally right behind where I'm sitting. And it was like a horror movie, like, and it's spooky time. It's Halloween.
Inside?
Outside the gate. So I'm pulling in. It's late at night. I pull in. It's like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I pull in. I park, and I get out of my car, and it's like a wind going by. It's all creepy, spooky. And then and I hear this mumbling, and it's just this mumbling, rambling in the wind, and it's just like incoherent, like. And everybody says, and that's what I said because I told him, and I told her, and I'll tell everybody. I'll tell him. Telling you. I'll tell you. And I look up, and it's the homeless guy, and he's just literally standing there, scarecrow, wearing all black with a black beanie, and his head's down like a horror movie. It's like in the horror movies, and they flash cut to a guy, and he's just like, and he's just literally standing there like that, looking at me, like saying these rambling, incoherent things, like, and that's when it's gonna happen. That's when everything's gonna happen. And I was just like, whoa. And I just like double locked my car, and I just and it was like, I literally must have looked. I jumped, like, because he literally was standing there just staring at me, like his head down with the like The Shining, just like that, like.
That's weird.
And it was fucking surreal, and I was like, what the just scaring me.
That's the same guy that I went to my car.
He's there right now. We should get him on the pod.
Let's go bring him in.
He's sitting right there just mumbling. Yeah. And he like arranges stuff like it's like, I better tidy up. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm fascinated by this guy. What's he do? How'd he get this way?
Yeah. We can do a remote right now.
Yeah. He pees. Sometimes he pees through the fence, and he almost hits my car, and I'm like, man.
Hook up the Tascam, get the other mic, get the compression mic.
I can just get him in here. I'll just like
shotgun.
Oh yeah, let's show him where we live.
Throw some drugs out
That's
there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and he knows where I live. That's a creep thing. He knows exactly where.
Hopefully he's not paying attention.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, that's what we get. He's there all the time.
It's just such a busy. Well, that Kill Tony shit's going on. That's where I was thinking of going there tonight because Tony got in trouble for.
So apparently JP earlier was like, did you hear the rumor Trump's going to be at Kill Tony? I was like, no way.
Oh, tonight?
He is not going to be at Kill Tony.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. Not after the reaction that he had.
What if
he maybe it would have been part of the deal, but after the reaction that Tony got,
he's guilty, and the people in the audience didn't laugh. They were like shocked.
It was just a bad run of jokes.
It was a joke, but it was a joke.
I mean, they were jokes for comedians and people like us that are in comedy, and I think that people that are outside of that world is going to be really offended.
He was at a rally. He wasn't at a comedy show.
He was not at a comedy show.
So then when you're at a rally, people are like, oh, this is what you believe because you're at a rally. It's like, no, I'm joking.
He's joking.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Why would I say I hate Puerto Rico? That'd be crazy. Obviously, I feel the exact opposite. Obviously, it was a joke. I'm a comedian. I mean, you're supposed to say inappropriate things.
They were so like.
It's so stupid.
He's had worse jokes on his show, and it's his show is that. That's his show.
And now people are digging up.
And so they're like, I think it's Trump's fault for booking him because it's like, look, bro,
what you told him.
What did you think was going to happen?
And and Trump's up there saying, I want to open the Alien Sedition Act. The last time we used that was on Japanese internment camps. Trump's saying, I really want to like go after immigrants, and people are like, oh, I don't remember that. It's like he's saying I want to deport 20 million people and put them in camps. That's way worse than
he's not going to have the political capital to do that.
I know it's going to cost $1 billion,
It's going to cost nothing because he's not going to be able to do it.
He can't do it. It's too many. It's you know how much it costs like $1 billion just to lock up 1 million people. You know, 20 million.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
so it's stupid that. Well, so here's the thing: Tony made a joke in a political rally, not at a comedy show. But again, if you're a comic and you know Tony, you're like, oh, he's just doing his material. What's the big deal? But then if you're like, don't know him, you're like, why is this guy saying that? You don't even know he's a comic. You just think he's a speaker, and you're like, damn. But it's like obviously, the joke is
he's not famous enough to be able to do his real act.
True. Well, and it is like an easy joke, like Puerto Rico garb, whatever. But it's like it's funny.
Floating garbage dump is what
it's funny because it's so. Yeah, it's funny because it's so wrong.
No, he had other jokes before that.
Yeah, I know, and it's like.
Some of them were funny, but like
not
appropriate.
Told me that, I was like, that's kind of funny.
But not appropriate for that venue.
Yeah.
Well, if no one, here's the thing: if
you're
no
looking
one,
at people that don't know who he is, like he's saying.
Yeah.
But then when AOC and Tim Waltz watch it and they act all shocked, it's like he's joking. It seems so fraudulent. They're like this.
Of course.
Oh yeah, because that's what they do.
And it's like,
for
come
everything.
on, man! You know you're on camera. You know he's joking. You know. You're not really that offended. You might be offended, but you're politically offended because you're on camera. And then it's like very performative. Tim Walt's like, who is this jackwad? And then he always does this thing where it's like, yeah, I said jackwad. I can be cool. It's like, oh, come on. It's just such a, like, he's just an asshole. And everyone's like, he's an asshole. It's like, I shouldn't say that, but I'm going to say he's a fucking asshole, And it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, whoa, dad's cursing. He must be mad. It's like, we know it's some pollster told him to curse more. That's all it is. Some fucking dipshit that is 25 that went to Yale told him to curse more. And he's like, okay,
I think that's pretty wild. I think in the last 12 years, maybe last 3 election cycles, we've seen a lot more cursing. Yeah. From political candidates.
And Trump. Well, I think
Trump definitely opened the gates more, but I think that there was stuff before that. McCain said bullshit or whatever.
Well, I do think Trump's. I'm going to call it just so. I'm going to call it just because I don't care either way. I don't think I'm even registered to vote, but I'm going to call it. Trump, I think, is going to win, or it's going to be close, or it's going to be contested, super close, But then, you know what? Also with this shit, actually now, here's the funniest thing. Wouldn't it be the funniest thing would be if Tony swayed the election for Kamala. That would be the best. Like he's like an operative.
Because like it'd be a Howard Dean type moment.
Like he's like a CIA operative. They're like, all right, Tony, here's what you need to do for
deep
Kamala
cover
to win.
CIA.
And he's like, you got it, CIA. And then they were like, Tony, you need to do this for Kamala. He's like, anything for Kamala. Because he's like secretly liberal, And he's like, watch this. Puerto Rico, And then they're like, we got it. We're secured. Dude, if he secured it for Kamala because of Tony Hinchcliffe, that would be the funniest thing in American history.
He's a Manchurian candidate there.
No, wouldn't that be...
I don't think he has enough pool or population.
He definitely doesn't.
You don't need enough.
And,
you need
also,
a couple million. You need a couple 100,000 votes. He does.
You should also understand it. They call him Teflon Don because like he's also like had rape allegations and like multiple lawsuits and like, multiple crimes.
I've raped a lot of women.
That he's been acquitted of.
I've raped a lot of women.
A comedian speaking
this is fine.
Before him is not going to bring him down.
I've raped so many women.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you said shit about Puerto Rico. Like, yeah,
you know what
I mean? Fuck.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a rapist. Do you think I care about Puerto Rico? I'm a fucking rapist. You understand? Playing chess. This ain't checkers. This is chess. This is rape, son.
I think it's funny, Matt's getting all political.
I ain't playing Puerto Rico. I'm playing rape, Jake. This is rape game.
He's doing it
You think I'm playing Puerto Rico? I don't give a fuck about Puerto Rico. I give a fuck about rape. I'm a rapist, Jake. I like to rape, and I'm going to be president, Jake. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I'm Trump.
Our upstairs.
Do you feel like this?
I'm Denzel Trump.
Oh
do you feel like this is your last chance to
Jake,
sway the
I told
election,
you once,
Matt?
I'm a rapist. I'm through and through. I'll rape. Whoa, rape again. I like it. I love it. I rape. Where are you going? Did I say rape too many times?
Yeah.
We'll have to bleep that for YouTube.
You need beer?
No, I'm good.
We'll probably have to bleep all the reaps. The reaps. We'll call them reaps.
Matt's getting all political with his Obama shirt on.
Jake.
Get him.
If there's one thing I know drugs and I know rape. If you want to do this job, you have to love drugs and you have to love rape. You understand me, Jake? This isn't check. We're not playing games here. Hit that shit.
That's funny. He's a funny guy.
hit that shit. No, rape that. No. That was good. I was in the alley that day. I was there. I raped your cousin. I did rape your cousin. Yeah, he did do it, that white boy. They just shoot in the tub. We were right the whole time. I say, get the fuck out of here.
So, to catch you up, we're doing alternative versions of Training Day on the radio.
It's not a
it's like a play. Like a play.
It's all the Training Day. Ooh. Well, he wasn't a play. Macbeth, that unwatchable movie. They're like, what if we took this story in a language no one understands and made a movie and kept the language exactly the same? It's like, I'll not understand a minute of the movie and turn it right off. Like, I tried to watch that Joel Coen Macbeth. I was like, I don't know.
Was it in Old English?
Yeah, just like the Romeo and Juliet in the 90s. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, they're talking too fast. And what? And it's like, yeah, you have to like pause it and like, okay, wait. Half is the no, the okay, so it sucks. The actors don't know what they're talking about. You can tell they're just trying to memorize the lines. They don't know what they're saying.
I took the Canterbury Tales as a class at UT, and they do say the C word a lot. Back in those days.
I was in grad school.
And it meant the same thing.
When me and him lived together, I was in grad school in Denton just drinking myself to death. And I had a Canterbury Tales grad school level class. And I was so lazy that I was the latest to pick what tale I was going to do a thesis on. And I got the longest last one, the partner's tale. It's like the longest. And I had no idea. And you had to write this weird thing where it was like, you had to write it in only English, basically your critique of it. And I was just drunk and I just wrote this rambly thing. And after like saying it in class for 2 seconds, the teacher's like, stop, this makes no sense. She's like, do you even know what you're doing? I was like, I don't know anything. I just left the class like, I don't know. I'm stupid. Because like everyone else was like, the king protested too much, has thenceforth his view on modern society and all this shit. And was like, and of course, if we look at stanza 2, it means that the preamble to the, and mine was just like, so this guy was like mad at the partner and it was his tale. And
it was all fucked up and shit.
Cunt. I would just do that. Was a lost year. I would go read these random texts. Like it was this like boring. It was like Google for nerds, and it was just boring Google for just grad students. And you would just read the most inane critiques. It didn't make any sense of this poem you read. And you're supposed to care. And I'm like, these people shouldn't get paid. No wonder they don't make any money. This is useless. And you just try to read it and memorize and write notes on it. And it was the most banal, boring thing. And I would just sit at this fountain after trying to do it for 30 minutes and know I should be doing it for 3 hours and just stare at this fountain and just think about, I got to go buy weed off that weird place that lived near us. And
bleep.
And he's probably dead. Yeah, he's a weird guy.
He was a weird guy.
You go over to buy weed and he'd be like, I want to sing you a song. The rain. And it would just be like a beat he made on his like boombox. No drum beat, just like melody and him going, the rain came down, thunder and rain. And it was just the most random, like, and he's like, what do you think? He's like, I just wrote that right now.
You're just like,
that was great. Can I have the weed? He just sell you this horrible brick weed. It's like 1,000,000 seeds. Yeah, he would just wear a white tank top that was always saggy in the armpits and little Daisy Dukes and these long socks. And he was the nicest guy, and he got arrested for like domestic dispute with his boyfriend or something.
No, what?
But he always wore a fanny pack with the weed in it, and here you go, partner. And then, but he always want to test out his music on you, and he'd be like, I wrote a poem, and then you have to, you can't.
He always saw a case because he was always having these like weird young druggy guys over.
Oh, really?
And so,
but I was young at the
No, but these guys were like homeless.
Right. Yeah. I was like 25 at the time.
Dude, but no, he had these guys living with him. So it was like these guys would come in and out, and I'd be
That's
like,
not good.
Oh,
and my brother and I would be like, oh, Case and the Lost Boys. Because he would always
like a sex trafficker?
No, he would just like bring in these druggy
so they would be
guys.
They would be screwing in for money. I mean, for drugs
or
for a place to stay.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think his sex was involved? You can't prove that.
Yes.
Oh.
Like he
Is that why he got arrested?
Who knows? But he always had
doesn't sound like a good person.
Well, he was a good weed dealer. All right.
But
that's what I know, man.
He was just very out there. And so every guy that he had over, I would be like, they would always be on the porch. They always had weird tattoos and like track marks in their arm and shit like that. And I was just like,
zombies.
I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
So you're saying he was more than a weed dealer?
Oh yeah, he had some Lost Boys over there. He would be like, I don't know what he was doing, but he was doing it. And I would see these boys, and I'd be like, "Oh,
we'll bleep the name."
Was that when you lived out? Remember that where?
But they were like of age. Like they were clearly in their 20s and stuff like that. They were just like coming to this guy for like either drugs and sex or a place to stay or whatever. And then they would get in a big argument and they would leave and a new one would come. It'd just be weird, bro.
Yeah.
That's Denton for you, though.
Remember when you went out on that date with Demetri Martin's ex-girlfriend?
Oh, yeah.
It was like 2009. She was really hot.
Yeah, but she was a turd.
Dude, she was like annoying. She was like, I remember she was in the car and she was just talking about herself. And then she was like, yeah, I guess you could say I'm kind of a big deal. And like, you were just like.
It was like gross.
I remember you had this look on your face of like, get me out of here. Yeah, she was coming away. And then she left and you were like, she stinks.
Dude, yeah. I took her out to Pad Thai to go eat Pad Thai. And she was just like. You might have heard of me. You might have
I dated
seen
a
me.
comic.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know you. We met at Greenhouse, like whatever. And then she came over and like when she had that conversation with you, and then we went out to dinner. I was like, this girl sucks, but she was hot, but she sucked.
And her biggest compliment was dating Demetri Martin. He would just like have sex with her and draw her pussy and be like, and put some Z's over.
Yeah,
and
and he's what? He's like a B-lister.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's making money. He's on the road. I'm sure he's kicking.
But he's not an A-lister.
No.
He probably.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you know the girlfriends of all B-list celebrities?
No.
Like, there's
this
a lot.
just was a coincidence. But no, Demetri Martin, he probably still sells out theaters and shit.
You think?
Yeah, but he's not an A-list celebrity.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying, do you know the names of the girlfriends of B-list celebrities?
No.
They're not famous enough for the the name of their girlfriend's name.
Just to say it to people in Denton and at bars to be like, hey, I dated this guy. It's like, that's cool, player.
How long have we been doing? Just for checking.
45.
That's pretty good.
43.
43.
Yeah, this is a trial run on the video. It's Matt's
video
podcast.
trial.
Hey, Matt, speaking of poetry, you have some poetry that you wrote in high school.
You want to read some poetry?
I was thinking of it. I don't know if I want to do it on this episode, but I have
I
poetry.
do, too. I have a lot.
I could,
no, I
guess.
don't have that much, but
I have poetry.
It's pretty bad.
I have poetry.
Y'all both have some?
Not from high school, but from college.
I have poetry I wrote in high school.
Wait, you should say one and Matt should say one. We should have a poetry slam right now.
It's so embarrassing.
No,
so
who
bad.
cares?
A slam is different.
Okay, not poetry slam.
I have some.
Say it.
I have this poem. I thought it was my best poem, and it's about this girl, Christine. I just really wanted to fuck. I shouldn't have said her name. Shit. Anyway, but I wrote this poem, and it was like so like emo, like. A love in the making, or even made, or something. It was like, or even already. Oh my!
You know it. Come on.
I like changed the font. I was like, when I print this out, I'm gonna use this font, like a Hallmark bro.
Did you think you were deep back then?
I thought it was so deep. I was like, another one. I spent like 30 minutes writing a poem. I'm like, another one in the chamber. Did it again. Just one first draft. Just like no, like it's spelled wrong. I'm like, perfect. Nailed it. I'm gonna go sit around. Now I earned a hot pocket, you know. But you're still like a teenager. You're still like jerking off playing Super Nintendo, and then you're like,
a lot of mine are just gonna be reprints of my live journal posts.
Oh,
oh. I'm curious. I want to.
Mine are mostly hate speech, but no. Couple no, it's very emo, very much like I've never kissed a girl, but I bet it's like this. I bet it's like a dewy rose petal, you know, touching my lips. You know,
Jesus Christ.
It was terrible, dude. It's just so like, please give me pussy, I'll do anything. And you think for some reason I thought like girls will like a sensitive, dorky pussy that loves poetry. This is what women want in a man when they're horny at 17. This is what they want: a beta, fucking insecure.
What were you doing?
Fucking trembly OCD weirdo, those twitchy and gay. He just fucking wrote poetry in his room and jerked off with his underwear on still.
I think you're underestimating yourself, Matt. I met you when you were 18.
I suck, dude. I literally just played bass and like drank soda and went to the soda machine and
What's
got
wrong
like,
with that though? That's kind
that's all, and watched like
that's
R-rated
how he met
movies.
me. He was at the soda machine.
Yeah, and I was like, they're the cool kids.
Are you writing poetry too? Yeah, my name's
Dude,
Hoot.
and I had my book of poetry, and I
had my dyed black hair.
Nice.
Yeah, I just thought
and hung with like really hot girls that are my friends.
Yeah, they're still hot. They look exactly the same as they did. It's really weird.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's just
Even to
weird
this
now.
day.
You see like all the hipster moms. They're like all tatted up with stars on their elbows, and they got like 10-year-old kids. It's cool. It's just like I never imagined you as a parent, but also I never imagined them with a job, and they had to get jobs. It's just weird those people like in corporate, like he's a journalist now. You're like, what? That guy that wears a suit to work? It's like, yeah, he's covering the White House. You're like, what?
I've thrown my life away for entertainment. I'll never have a suit job.
Well, I don't know if many people do anymore.
I can't even do it. I don't think I'll ever go back to a 9 to 5. I had an office at one point. I was a purchasing manager.
Yeah.
But no, there's no point in just being a cog in the machine. You gotta like be able to try to affect it a little bit. And I like being a part of big things. And I'm hopefully eventually we get to make my own stuff.
Well, we're making this.
Matt was talking about that today.
This is the most effort we'd ever put into anything.
He did.
This is a pretty good amount of effort, though. I've spent much more money on other things.
Actually, it wasn't that much effort at all. Like we just chilled and smoked a cigarette.
Hours of time.
It took like not time at all to set up that camera.
This has been 23 hours of my life.
Oh.
That's true.
Total.
Oh, right. I think this is episode 25.
Matt's birthday episode.
Dude, I hope I get laid at my birthday. Well, I don't.
What day is it? October 30th?
My birthday's November 1st.
November 1st? That's Friday.
Yep.
Yeah,
coming up.
No, I don't think it's.
Are you taking the day off?
No, I gotta work.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go to Fort Worth. I'm picking my mattress.
They'll probably let me off early, but then it's just sad. Here's what's worse is when you like go out on your birthday and nothing happens. That's sadder. And then you go to the bar and they go, "Oh, hey, isn't it your birthday?" And you, yeah, and then you're alone. And they're like, "Oh, here's a shot on us, I guess." You sad fuck.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go to the bar
alone on your birthday.
Yeah,
that would be
sad.
rough.
Don't start that birthday off like.
I remember.
I've had a few rough ones, but never.
Do you remember? Do you remember when you turned 21? I
really.
remember. I remember the day because I was at a swing dance party, which is just sex dorks, like just nerds that are smelly and sticky and have sex, but they're kind of hot, but kind of have a weird feature about them, like a club foot, or they're just like stank. So like there's all these swing dance people who are just like engineers and corporate architectural people.
They were
like,
the band nerds.
But yeah, and they do swing dance, and it's all their big hobby, and then they fuck each other. And so I was at this party, and I was having sex with these people. And unbeknownst to me, I didn't know, but they were having sex the whole time. And they're like, "Yeah, I thought you were too." I was like, "No, I didn't have sex with any of those people." But then I guess a couple years later, I did with one of these. Anyway, I wasn't at the time, and I turned 21, and it was like midnight, and I just turned 21. I thought it was a lame house party. And I was like, I can drink without these dorks now. So I went to Dirty Six. And this is a time in 2000, I guess 2003.
2000.
When it must have been 2003.
2003.
2003.
No,
82. So
82, 80, yeah, 3.
2003. So 6th Street, you could just park. There's parking. It just wasn't that busy. And I parked on 6th Street.
Under the bridge used to be free.
Yeah, I parked. It was easy to find parking. And so anyways, like 12:30, I go into Friends, which is the most boring touristy bar right on E6 near Brazos. So I go into Friends, and they're like, "Oh, 21? Oh, hey, man, happy birthday. Welcome in." And I go in, I get a beer, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah. And it's just middle-aged people. It's me and middle-aged people and a cover band. And I'm like, what am I doing here? So I finish the beer. I go to Chuggin' Monkey across the street, the Chuggin' Monkey, which is I don't know what it is now, but it's the same
I'm not
building.
sure if it's there.
But I go to Chuggin' Monkey, and they go, "It's your birthday? We're giving you the birthday shot." And it's all this bullshit and cinnamony, Do a birthday shot. They're playing like Kanye or something. No, not Kanye. This is before that. They're playing Eminem probably or something. And and I'm drinking the shot and the beer, and it was a great night. And I didn't get too hammered, and I think I might have taken a cab home, or I was responsible.
Did you talk to anyone?
No, I didn't. I just drank. I probably tried to talk to girls, and I probably danced alone. And I tried to talk to women, but I'm still awkward. I never know what to say to women. Last night I was at Egos, and there's 3 chicks that were like pretty close to my age, and together, and I'm like just sitting there dancing, talking. One of them was dancing when they're talking. And I'm near him, but I just don't know what to say. I just got off work. I'm like, I just don't know what to say. And there's this one guy who's dancing like an asshole to every girl that sings, and he sings he's not great. And he's dancing, and then he I'm thinking of saying something to his ladies, but I don't know what to say. And they're just talking. They're not even looking at us. And he comes I'm near them. He comes to the table right next to them. He's like, "What's up, ladies? How you doing?" His name's Marcus. He's like shirts unbuttoned. He's got like undershirt. He's a fucking asshole. And it's just all sweaty. "Hey, so you mind if I sit here?" And they're like, "Yeah, whatever." And they're like turned away from him. So now he's almost sitting right next to me. And he's like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "All right, I fucking hate you." And then he like takes a swig of beer. He's like, "I love this song." He's like, Bob said, and then he like puts his feet up on the bar ledge like this. He's like,
what?
Like this.
That's
he's
crazy, dude.
And so his feet are right here,
That's
and he's like this close, like where you are. His feet are up, and he's like. And I'm just like, I just got up, and I'm like, I can't, like, and the girls over here, they're turned completely away from him. They like humored him, like, they're like, "Great, have a good night, like, nice to meet you," like, we're still talking. So I'm like, they ruined the mood, he ruined the mood. Now I'll be the second asshole to be like, "Hey, ladies, now." I just never know what to say. I only know what to say is like, that's why I would try to wear a crazy shirt or try to say something about their shoes they're wearing. You need an in. You need some reason to talk to them. You can't be like, "Hello, I want to fuck you. Hi." Let me
tell you the story about my.
I clearly want to have
birthday.
sex with you. What is it?
It's the first time I saw a drive-by shooting.
Really?
Wow.
On your 21st birthday? You were in it? You were doing it?
No, no.
I pulled out my gap.
I was in a
You only
band
turned
called
21 was.
I was in a band called Deadlift.
Nice.
Before that, they were called Anger Management.
Before that was dead weight.
We were playing at the back room on my birthday, or the day before, or my birthday. We were playing when I turned 21. It was my birthday, I think, for on the 29th of December. Oops, I just told everyone my birthday.
Yeah,
But
don't believe it.
anyways, we were. I was in the band, you know.
Yeah.
And then we were done playing, and we were chilling at the back, like loading out, and I saw these cars pull up next to each other on Riverside, because that's where back room was.
Yeah.
And it would they had a little pop, 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 and then it drove off. Nobody got
Dang.
killed or nothing.
Damn.
They were just like,
But that was
Here
the
we
first
go.
time I'd seen a drive-by.
dang, on your 21st.
It's on
pretty
Riverside in 2003.
Have you ever
Yeah.
been late on your birthday?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Or like close to it. Yeah, like
Close
birthday
to it?
weekend. Yeah, like one time this girl was like, come to Houston. And she basically was like, oh, fuck it. It was like, it was like Halloween weekend. So like my birthday was the next day. It was like, it was one of those like Saturday Halloweens though. So it was like, come up for Halloween. And then, yeah, we'll go out and drink. And it was awesome. It was a great time. And yeah, it was badass.
So the first time I guess if you want to count like getting a blowjob
She
as
let me
sex,
come in her.
was the first time I like got a blowjob was on my 19th birthday.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you got a blowjob before you had sex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the opposite. I had sex first and then got a blowjob after.
Well, you,
Yeah.
Matt, you. I loved it when you talked about the first time you were went down on a girl and after dancing and it was the heat and all this
Matt,
other stuff.
that's
which
a
was-
terrible story, and I
which
feel
is-
bad for you because I like.
Yeah, well,
Well, I do too, but it was like this girl was like gross. Like she was. Like,
I know, but
black.
you've ruined this thing that's like could have been something in your life where you would have enjoyed sex more.
Like
and-
if it was like Zoe Kravitz, she could dance
You know
all
what I mean?
week. She could go to
You know what I
Burning
mean?
Man
Right.
and come back, and I would do it. But it's like this girl was.
Matt.
There's no helping. It was just like hamburger helper.
pretty
It was
much
just
my like number one
It
goal.
was just like a. It was like you know, like when you get like an Arby's sandwich and you forget to get it out of the bag for a couple hours, and the beefy cheddar, the cheese just.
But you can't let that ruin your
just
whole
coagulates.
life.
It's seared in my brain.
Matt,
like a
the first
trauma.
the first time
I'll
that-
do it again. I'm sure I will. I just haven't had. I never get laid anyway, so I'll never. I don't.
Well, maybe you have a different
Give it
outlook
another
on
shot.
the vagina and putting your mouth around it.
I
whereas
want
you're
to.
like-
I just don't have any.
Okay, but look,
I will.
when I was the first vagina that I ever got my face close to
Yeah.
was the ugliest, the smelliest.
But was the girl hot?
She was all right, but I was like 16 or something
Yeah.
like that.
So she had an ugly, smelly pussy.
But she had great boobies. But so I was just like, all right, let me see what's happening down here.
Right.
It was so bad.
Did she shave it up or was it a bush?
It was trim.
Oh, okay.
So, but dude, smell.
What did it smell
Look,
like? Like a dumpster?
Dude, like booty juice. It smelled terrible. But the thing is,
was
you know what I
there a
did?
butthole you were smelling or
No,
pussy?
dude, it was her vajayjay. Okay.
So it just smelled like a stinky vagina.
Yes, it was god awful. So what I did, guess what I did? I ran downstairs, got saran wrap, and put it over that mofo, and was just like doing
Oh,
this
through
to
the
it.
saran wrap?
Wait,
Yeah,
like
because-
booty call?
yeah,
Is
you
it-
like
is it-
booty call.
You
it.
got to lick it.
Right, yeah,
before you
yeah.
lick it.
I remember that. Yeah.
You
But
know
no,
that?
it's
You know that movie?
Yeah, booty
Dude,
call. Tommy
back in the day?
Davidson, Jay
Come on.
Fox. Dude, it's
Tommy
a fight.
Davidson,
Two
dude.
thumbs up. Siskel and Ebert.
but I don't,
Great movie.
did he put saran wrap over it?
Yes, that's part of the movie. Is
Oh,
like,
okay. It's
he's
hilarious.
going to buy saran wrap because she's like, I want you to go down on me, but I want to be protected.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But mine
You
was
should have done it with tinfoil. That would have been
Theirs was for diseases.
That's all crinkly?
Yeah, yours was for protection for your own nose.
yeah, but going. I
So,
say that because
What'd she say when you ripped out saran wrap? She was like, what the fuck? Or,
I'd be like, because it smells.
what'd she say? She was like,
She's like, sorry. Again, we were 16.
Whoa.
It was just like, what do you? This was before like, like internet.
So she was
where it's
cool-
just like, hey, let's look
she
up,
wasn't
like,
offended that you were like, you're.
No. Well, I knew. I was like, hey, this
You're
this
just like-
smells. Anyways,
Yeah. So you
But
just
I-
like
I didn't
licked
let-
plastic for like,
yeah.
just
That's
put your
crazy.
nose.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Did you like suffocate? Like you
Yeah,
have
I
no way
always
to
have
breathe.
to go in and come out.
Yeah.
I can say if a girl ever asked me to do that, I would just say, never mind.
Yeah, yeah. If you're breaking out saran wrap, it's over.
I know, but
Yeah.
again,
What are you
I
doing?
didn't know what we were doing.
Hey, when we're done, I'm gonna save this for my leftover spaghetti.
I was
so-
going to a Christian-
So I'll just flip it over. Don't worry, you can use it
Put it
twice.
inside out.
This is
Recycle, brother.
expensive. I'm not gonna use it just once.
The cheese.
I got a casserole I could fucking cover up for tomorrow. Let it see what you do is let it marinate. Like you flip it over, so you put the juice side down.
That's
you let
gross.
it drip down into your cat. It's gonna give it that little kick, kind of like give it a little tang. It's give a little sriracha, just a tweak, because it may be stinky. It's like the cheese, like the stinkier the better. So that stinky, you don't like eating that pussy, right? But you get those juices in your food. See, that changes it. See, you think you don't like it, but you will. It's all, see, in the baking process, what's going to happen is, what? Are we still rolling? Do I got something
Matt, what do you know about it?
No, but this is
anything about
the
it.
reason why I was saying this, because I didn't let that one experience ruin me. I was like, hey, you know what? That's just one person, whatever. And then I saw and smelled a beautiful one. And I was like, I want to live in this. And it totally changed. I was like, well, I'm glad I had that one like gross experience. So because now I can appreciate the finer things in life.
I can't.
Why are you laughing?
I was thinking of a Folgers commercial. You know, it's like early in the day. You got to wake up to find your way. And it's like you waking up in the sunrise and you're like making coffee. And then you pull out a glass and put some ice in. And it's like pussy juice.
Stupid.
The new way to wake up. And it's just like pussy juice. And you're like straining it out of a pussy. I don't know. You have like,
Gross,
and you
dude.
put the pussy. You have a girl sit on a juice strainer, and you just spin her around until you get enough pussy juice. And you're like, this takes a lot longer than you think. You know, you need a dozen pussies to make one glass of pussy juice. You get another girl, you spin her around. You get another one that just lined up. You're like, okay, you're done. You have a pile of used women. And then a glass
Just to get
of
pussy
juice.
juice.
And you're like, this is how many you take to get fresh pussy juice.
I'm gonna have to subtitle that for people to even understand what you're saying.
Just put that on
And
there.
they
Just
all
like,
you just give them all $5 and they hit the road. And they get dressed and they're like, how'd you make your money? It's easy. You don't have to have sex with them. You just sit on a juice strainer and he spins me around and juices my pussy like a grapefruit.
Really come off the rails.
yeah. There you go.
And then he pays me and I go home.
That's yeah. Make that commercial for everyone, man, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But this-
I'm sorry, okay? I thought it'd be funny. Every morning.
I think he rabbit
20
holed.
women lined
Yeah,
up.
he went down there.
And you're like, all right, you girls, you know the drill. A giant pussy juice strainer.
Just shows it
Like
just
as
like,
big as a Sibian.
This is some horror movie shit, man.
you went.
This is like fucking
I was
terrible.
talking about-
That's what I want on my birthday. You got me a pussy juice strainer. Yes. What is it? I know what it is. Is it a sit and spin? Close. It's like that for
Close.
adults. And they're like, you must collect your own pussy. I'm like, fuck. It doesn't come with. I thought it came with some women. No, you have to pay extra for it to come with women. It's like that Xbox bundle. You need to pay extra for the women. It's $1,000 for the first
Yeah,
installment.
you got to get a Game Pass, bro.
Oh god.
Yeah, we pulled Hoot away from his Xbox today.
I'm gonna go.
Black
get
Ops just came
I'm gonna
out
go get my
yesterday.
book of poems.
Yeah. After that, yeah, let's read some poetry.
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
mean to do that thing where I crack myself up. I'm not that funny. It wasn't even funny. Just the visual of just putting a woman naked on a big
to make your
pussy
morning
juice
food.
strainer
Yeah.
We were both
So
very
many
uncomfortable the whole time.
to get one glass.
I was just
The glass is just tiny. Is pussy juice in your cup the best part of waking up? Is pussy juice in your cup? Pussy juice.
Wow.
Tastes better than it smells. All right.
Matt, but I was getting back to the stories of vagina without you taking a
Yeah.
hard right turn on pussy juice
Right.
in your morning coffee.
Right. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were you saying?
But you've been with women that's like you've seen their vaginas and be like,
hunched
these
over
were
as well.
great vaginas, and a girl's never been like, hey, can you put your face down there? Or are you just like, hey, I don't do that.
No, I've only been asked. I would have done it a lot, but I've never been asked, or they never insinuated. But only happened once with this girl in 2007. Oh, and then I was with this really hot Greek chick. Oh, she was so sexy. And I remember we were making out one time, and like, I was just like on titties and that, and then like
Yeah.
she had her jeans on, but she kept like putting her crotch in my face. And I was just like, ugh, but she had her jeans on. But then she
Weird.
wount like
That's almost like
over the
saran
je-
wrap.
over,
Right,
the, over the
jeans,
jean,
like the
over the
saran wrap,
jean,
yeah.
over the jean, over the jean.
That's how the miners did it in the gold rush. Leave the jeans on. It ain't gay if you leave your overalls on. Levi makes a good jean. You can blow a guy through the jeans. You can give him a handy. if you keep the jeans on, it's just like panning for gold. But it ain't gay. Red Levi's jeans. It's not gay over the jeans. So, well, she was, shoving her. She kept gyrating, and I kept, and she was hot, so I was into it. But she never unzipped the jeans. So then she just like, oh, it's getting lit. But she was intimating that I want you to, and I was just, but over the jeans.
No, you have a lot of stories where you're so close.
I know. I just don't know what to do. It's like a video game. I don't know how to beat this boss. I'm like, can't pass this level. But I didn't want to like unzip. I'm like, I want her to do that. I don't want to be like, let me just start taking clothes off.
You taking the initiative. That's what they want. I'm just like, all right, but he's taking out my jeans now. He's not just rubbing my buttons.
Yeah, but I don't want to undo someone's clothes. I want them to do it. Because usually making out with a girl, and she takes her top off. You're like, nice. And then she undoes her bra. Like, nice. I don't know how to undo a bra either.
They want you to.
They love it, but I don't know how to unhook a bra, so I always wait for them to.
Just try.
Also, when I'm having sex with girls, I don't know where the vagina is because I'm nearsighted and I don't have my glasses on and it's dark. So I can't find it. So I have to make them guide it like a joystick. I can't. I know where it is.
All guys do that. All guys do that.
Really? Okay. Because I'm like, I can't. I need you to like.
No, all guys do that.
Yeah,
I'm relying on her to put it.
That's when you snake charm it. Where she's like snake charm, where you like go up and down, and then you go boop, and then it's like, oh man.
Oh, like you like
no, it's snake charming.
Like just finding
rub up and down, dude, until it fits.
Right. Yeah. But you don't want to get in her butthole, and you don't want to miss. So you just, but like it's right under.
Matt,
look, most girls are going to want to put it in themselves.
Put it in. Oh, really? Okay.
Okay.
Well, see if they want to put it in themselves, then they should want to unzip their jeans, take their shirts.
Because they know. Because I can't see down there.
Well,
I know. Come on.
Unless she has a babushka.
I needed like a miner's light. What are we doing down there?
Still got the overalls on.
You still got the jeans, yeah. Just go paying for gold and paying for some pussy. Over the jeans, it ain't gay.
Well, what are we gonna call this? Was this a test?
Should we just finish?
Yeah, it's over an hour.
I'm tired. I think we got a lot of stuff in. I think we made a lot of progress. Covered a lot of.
Maybe we'll get a few good clips.
A few good clips.
Because we can see this, look at it, play with it.
Yeah.
We will
call Thank you.
We'll
this
call
is Hoot and Matt. Wait.
It's Hoot and Matt and Seth. Nice little chat with Hoot and Matt and Seth. That's what these are called.
So now Seth has joined the bunch.
Seth is the final piece.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Hopefully, hello. We'll be putting these on YouTube now and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So sorry we didn't have video before. Sorry. Hopefully this is cool. Right.
Bye.
Turn off the video.
You get to watch